device. I think that's the right one. Yeah, why does it do that? Why does it do that? Okay, so this is like the beginning of the recording, and it's first you're now hearing my freaking voice. It won't pick up. It won't pick the right thing. It won't pick the right microphone. So I gotta set it from the laptop to my headset, and everything's weird. And now you might be noticing, look, it's the Call of Duty World at War campaign thing, and it's on my laptop monitor, not my actual monitor that I play games on. So that's why it's displaying weird. That's why you have so much dead space over here, and you can see that my mouse ends right there. This is going to be awful. Why is the door open? You normally like slam it shut the first chance you get. I'm going to try to record something. If I decide I don't want to actually publish it, we'll find out. This is the problem with recording. No one will tell you, where'd you go? Whatever. So this is is YouTube doesn't like it when you do COD World at War, huh? Lower accurate COD World at War. Okay. You know what? Let's see if we get in trouble for this.
Once again, they failed. Once more, we cheat death. You will be okay.
This is just going to be a test video. Good for you, if you ever find this.
Which do you think will lead us home? Writing about this war or fighting it? No one will ever read this.
I'll read it, Shanlov.
Kill for your country. At least show me that you are willing to die for it.
Oh, I didn't realize that was in the background there. This is going to be great. Oh, thank you. You finally give me a gun that I like. Oh, and an SVT, wow.
Take the left lane and eradicate whatever scum remains in defense of each building.
Yes, Commissar. You heard him, comrades. To the left. We are in the final hours of Berlin's downfall. We must all play our part.
So those are all on our team. I love not being able to see anything. This is You see what Call of Duty used to be, kids? Oh, he was up there. So COD World at War was my first Call of Duty. I didn't start playing it as like when the game came out. I played it when I was 13, 14, I think. And I mostly I mostly played it because it was the only co-op campaign. I played it because it was the only co-op campaign. Because I played it with my buddy. Die already, bud. At least at the time. And he only had a 360. It would have been, you know, the right time for anyone that had anything else. PS4, PS3. Yes, because so many people played the PS3, I know. I grew up playing Wii. Oh, I keep forgetting that. There we go. There guys up here again. Yeah, there is. Ow. I'm so glad I get to use my two favorite Russian World War II weapons. The rifle known for cracking, gets stuck under the recoil. Ow. Especially if doing that. And the PPSH-41, which was known for being terribly inaccurate. But, you know, it does that. Oh, that's a grenade. I'm only playing on regular difficulty because I have a life and don't feel like playing on higher difficulties. If YouTube doesn't smite this video, you know, then maybe I'll post like the entire thing. No, like do the entire thing on Legendary campaign. Or ow. Quit shooting me. So anyways, like I was saying, this is the first Call of Duty I ever played. And I played it on the Xbox originally with my buddy. He still watches this. He might even, you know, he watches my stuff, I think. He might talk about this. Why are you, no, quit that. Is he a Russian? Yeah, he was Russian. I was wondering if he was American. Okay, gotta not look at those. I don't know.
It is almost over. Today is the day of our glorious venture.
I don't know how long this mission's going to take.
And for Mother Russia.
I'm just going to be happy that I'll just be happy if like YouTube doesn't smite my video because I'm just a little guy making videos. Am I going to get smited? Yeah, most likely. I still want that. Ah. I like playing the Soviet side of the campaign more. Not just because I get to shoot, well, you know who. But, ow, rude. But because, like, on the Russian campaign, you're like actively competing with your allies to get kills, and with the American ones, you just kind of like, oh, that's going to explode. That took no time at all. Anyways, while on like the American ones, you have to like encourage your team to even like shoot the guy 3 feet in front of them. This is going to take some time. I totally didn't friendly fire that guy. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, hello. So while not my first time playing this mission, because this is one of the, it is one of the multiplayer missions you can get, right? It is not, it is my first time playing it alone. This is my first time playing the campaign alone. So I got to actually play the entire campaign. Keep that over there. Oh, it didn't ignore walls. It didn't ignore walls this time. Wow, so nice of them. Catch that. Hopefully I'll be able to like talk to the same guy. Because he knows a bit about modding. I know nothing about modding, and I want to use the realism mod that has been developed for World at War. I feel like using the realism mod for this would be a lot of fun, especially on the higher difficulties. What was that? I'm guessing that's a car. Especially if it adds like some of the old, like the Last Stand guns from this actual event. I'm a big old, I'm a big old history nerd, so having, you know, lore accurate stuff would be very nice to me. Lore accurate. Historically accurate. You know, like the kits and the weapons and all of that. Dang, okay. They just direct impacted that, man. Yeah, screw that guy. See, I'm doing this so I can get this. those guys down. Ow. It's crazy to think that I'm fairly certain that this gun uses 8mm Mauser. And it was intended for like paratroopers and stuff, bro. Like that's just crazy to me. Oh, it won't let me stab him. Interesting. Only certain guys can be stabbed. Or shot. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that. You're in the way. You step out of the way. Is this actually, like, designed to funnel me this way? I think it is. It is. It only wants me to stay on, like, this one general area. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. Open linear missions. It's crazy, even crazier to think that some people, like, actually lived this. You know, someone actually led a life that led them to this point. And in some cases that life is just straight up being in the wrong place. I'm gonna be real here. A lot of the guys in Fall, like a lot of the a lot of the Germans were just children or like old guys that they were like, congratulations, you're drafted. I think I need to do these, actually. Yeah, I totally didn't forget to do that. I didn't quite catch that was what I was supposed to do. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, new objective is enter. Ow! So I'm gonna swap the SVT out for an MP40. Because the MP40 is going to be a lot easier to get bullets for, I think. That or the STG, yeah. There's a lot going on here. Who's over there shooting me? Is there a guy? There was in fact a guy. I have noticed some sort of change in the uniforms. Am I supposed to get up here somehow? No. Oh, there we go. I don't think that was supposed to happen. I would be real here. Yeah, the answer was no, it wasn't. Ah, yes, the STG-44. So, contrary to popular opinion, the STG-44 was not
the primary inspiration for the AK-47. The concept of it was, you know, the concept of an intermediate cartridge being used out of a full auto submachine gun replacement platform. However, the actual inspiration, especially when it came to the action and the gun's internal function, was the M1 Garand. If you look at images, if you look at images of the action of the M1 Garand, and then flip a AK-47, or really just any of the AK family, so long as it's, you know, one of them from Russia. And even then, technically, like, you could check the Type 56, the Russian stuff. The Russian stuff is so Joker, bro. The, Chinese. Also kind of surprised there's not more G43s. All things considered, they didn't make that many STG-44s, and they especially didn't see this much use by this point in the war, like towards the end, mostly because they were just expensive to make and required, you know, semi-specialty training to like teach people how to use. Which isn't to say that it's like impossible, but oh, hey. Oh, that's a grenade. Here you go, G43. This is a lot more substantial sounding of a rifle compared to the SVT. Wow. Although there were the fallback rifles. Ow. This stuff be hurting, bruh.
Dmitri! Someone should read this. Move inside! This is what you came here for! Kill them all! Burn them to death!
Sure enough, we left the flag, bud. Just gonna make sure you're out of your suffering now. And it's a German round, so it's not like they're going to notice. Yeah, these uniforms are different, marginally. Oh, cutscene. Wow, I'm stupid.
The warrior's victory has been a journey of blood and brutality. All of it has been necessary. When the flag of our motherland flies atop the Reichstag, all of Berlin will know that the evil of the fascist Reich has been wiped from the face of the earth.
I'm wondering when, like, the zombies mode happens. Like, when do I get into the zombies?
1945. When he first spoke of Dmitri, Reznov told tales of a hero. Someone we should all aspire to be like. At times, I have seen him show mercy. At others act with complete brutality. I do not understand him. Perhaps heroes need not question their actions.
That's interesting because any chance I got to brutalize someone in this campaign, I know that sounds horrible, but it's true. Anytime I got the chance, I just straight up gunned them down, bro. Every single time.
Our people, our blood.
Motherland needs your final commitment.
What was that?
SS Honor Guard defending this building will fight to their last breath, crush the last remnant remnants of resistance, and this night our flag will fly over the city. We
I really don't like this mission. Not because of the amount of, I mean, I guess I can notice that too now. Is the amount of, flags flying.
Reload! Fire the Franciscan! The big cookie can! Then die with your hands around the tops of the enemy!
And you can get a... And you can get some, and you can get some, and you can get some. He said there was a Panzerschreck somewhere. Oh. Like they had that little, fun little, you know, totally kosher for YouTube execution scene, and I had actually run in the middle of that and just shot that guy. Hey, you! Now! Quit that. Shoot anywhere you think the enemy might be. Bullets are cheaper than your life. Death taps are free. Double taps. Dead checking. That's free. Your life, it is not. I don't know if that door's supposed to be opening to something, but oh well. Grenades and a PPSH. Alright, so we're gonna load this and we're going to not go that way. We're going to try to go around the other side. We're gonna run past all the dead bodies. What is it? Ooh. Why is that here? Ow. The dog is not happy about someone being here. Dude, die. Okay. Can y'all like not shoot me in the back of the head, please? Throw that up there. I'm gonna just take the time with that. Get out of here. Hey, bud. We are not. I'm not having a good time. I'm not happy about being here. I don't think you are either. But you know, you don't get an option. There's a lot of dead Russians. Which is, you know, pretty standard for any conflict in which Russians are involved. Good job, bud. Dang. Sorry about almost shooting you. Okay. I don't know what we were hosing down there, but they didn't let me get involved. I wish I could have been. Oh! This is awkward. I need to not look at that or that. See, if we just shower them with Molotovs, there's no way they can fight back. Get out of the way! This is a 14.5 millimeter anti-tank rifle. I am shooting people with a gun larger than a Barrett 50 cal. They're not having a good day. I know it's showing the rimmed 7.62 by 54R. It does not fire 7.62 by 54R, bud. Who else can I see and shoot from here? Him. He's got a machine gun. He's got an SMG. That's pretty common for them. So, perfect time for me to give you kids some sniper lessons. This isn't all from me. This is actual doctrine that has been taught since the Second World War. What you want to do as a sniper, generally you only want to take 3 shots. You're not going to be this close to the, actual fighting. We're going to ignore that part. And we're also going to ignore the fact that I'm not taking 3 shots and moving. That was nice. Snipers generally aim center mass. So that's your torso, right? Like that. Those don't do that normally. We're not going to worry about that. So when you're shooting people as a sniper, what you're going for, you're going to start with leadership. You're going to start with anyone who's distinguishably, in charge. So you're looking for people who are, like doing hand motions, pointing people around. Everyone's generally looking to one person, especially if it's, prior to contact. And everyone's just kind of, standing around, hanging around. They're generally going to be looking at one guy. Now, we don't really have that option here, right? Really what we're looking at in our little Call of Duty scenario is people with fire superiority. So you're looking at special weapons, machine guns, flamethrowers, and sniper rifles. You're going to shoot them in that order if you have the choice. You're going to shoot the guy with the machine gun, you're going to shoot the guy with the flamethrower. Those are your big casualty weapons there. And you're going to shoot snipers because they can shoot back at you. And we don't want to get shot back at, right? So we want to shoot our snipers. If you want to shoot snipers first, yeah, go ahead, shoot your snipers first. I'm personally going to focus on shooting guys with machine guns first. Because machine guns are like sniper rifles, but with more bullets, right? Right? Because generally, a good sniper rifle will fire the same round as your machine gun. In this case, we're using, the PTRD. And that's actually going to be the other way around. It's a bigger than most of your general purpose machine guns, like the PKM or the DP27 or something.
German reinforcements! Work together, comrades!
So now we're going to use our PPSH like a machine, like it's a support weapon, like a saw or something like that, right? Because that's actually one of its uses. Because it is a light, easy to use weapon, typically issued with a decent amount of ammunition. Generally they would give you 2 drums. You would have one in your gun, one on your person. High, and then you'd have like 6 stick mags, right? And one of the uses of the PPSH-41 was from a static position, so from, you know, like a position that you would normally have a standard machine gun on a bipod or something, right? This is a lot to process right now. I'm processing multiple things at the same time, and I am not having a good time at it. Machine gun, there you go, you want to kill that. Now, realistically, that would also have disabled... Ow! That would have also disabled our machine gun, so they couldn't use it again. Would have destroyed it. Screw you! We don't like our flamethrowers. So you want to shoot at the flamethrowers. Wow, there's a lot of everything around here.
I understand. You two, get those doors open. Get them open now.
Yeah, and again, not all of these weapons are accurate. That guy's been fighting over that.
Being held from the other side. I need help.
No, I got a simple fix. If it's being held shut from the other side, get out of the way. Gun him down, gun him down, gun him down.
Go, everyone, through the doors.
You should have just shot through the door. Just shoot through the... Oh, dear goodness.
German throw.
By this point in the war, the PPSH-41 would have largely been phased out in favor of the cheaper and simpler to produce PPS-43, which had a much more calmed down fire rate, looking at, you know, maybe 600 rounds a minute instead of, I think this is, you're looking at like 12,000. And it was also like half the cost, which isn't to say that the PPSH-41 was an expensive weapon. It was most assuredly not. But when you're talking about producing thousands upon thousands upon thousands of firearms, you know, a couple $100 tends to start to adding up really fast.
Look how far we've come.
Especially because the Soviets at one point fielded something stupid like 10 million soldiers during World War II.
Let them feast on our scraps.
So, you know, and if you go from spending $1,500 a weapon to $1,000 a weapon, for every 2 weapons you make, you have an extra weapon. Right, so we're focusing on the machine gun. The rocket launchers are, you know, annoying and all. We'll shoot at him. Give him a good old pepperin'. Now it is also worth time to mention this is annoying. Ow. I remember particularly struggling on this portion of the mission. I'm also surprised to not see that... Well, okay, I say I'm not surprised. I've played this mission. We should also be seeing some of the German 9mm converted PPSH-41s. Simply because the Germans just kind of grabbed whatever they could get their hands on, and they were using No, 9x19. Very common round now, because the Germans weren't the only ones to use it. The British also used it a couple times. In like the Sten and stuff.
Keep them away from the flag bearer.
You would never want to do that. You would never want to be that close to them doing that. Where is it? Can't look at that. Don't want to look at that. There we go. Cutscene. I don't know if I can really show that either. There you go, it's blurred.
You can make it, my friend. You always survive.
There we
The
go.
honor should be yours.
I think Dimitri technically dies here, but you know, that's the end of the campaign.
As long as you live. The heart of this army can never be broken.
Things will change, my friend. As heroes.
So I guess I gotta get Black Ops 1 now and play Black Ops 1 as well. So that's a lot of the historical information regarding this.
General Eisenhower informs me that the forces of Germany have surrendered to the United Nations. The victory won in the West must now be won in the East.
Wait, is that not the end of the campaign? Oh. Are they just gonna show us the nuking of Hiroshima and Nagasaki? These guys didn't know. These guys didn't know what they were carrying. They thought it was a relatively... They knew it was something different, but they didn't realize the nuclear bomb was going to do what it was going to do. I read a book about this, where the tail gunner of, I think it was the Enola Gay, tried counting all the fires started by the nuclear bomb and gave up after he counted about 100 of them. Because normal bombs wouldn't cause that many fires. They were so bewildered by what they had done that a lot of them, despite not actually being on the ground and having seen anything, became very freaked out about it. In both Hiroshima and Nagasaki, there were multiple survivors, and a large number of them, I think maybe 25, got shipped to the United States so they could see the United States, the country that they were fighting. And one of the, I think it was the co-pilot, got to meet one of these ladies, and it was on live national television. He just broke down crying because he could not handle it. So on that depressing note for you, if this video ever gets posted, there you go. That's the end of Call of Duty World at War. Easily my favorite Call of Duty title. And the first one I ever played. So, if this video doesn't get absolutely smited by YouTube, and this and is important, and it, you know, gets consistently watched, if it gets like a decent amount of views or whatever, I'll either buy some more of the old Call of Duty titles and play them as well, or play through the legendary campaign for COD World at War. So, if you did bother to watch this long, or watch it at all, congratulations. You made it to the end. And good evening, good morning, and good night.